Hi there. In this video we are going to be taking a look at this hand rivet set, riveter actually, from Parkside. So, most important thing, it actually comes with drill bits included for the 4 sizes of rivets that we have in the mix. In the package we have 25 of each, and yes, obviously one of each of the bits. We can buy more of the bits obviously, and we can buy more of the rivets themselves. This is the main thing that we need. So let's get inside the box. Just in case you want to see the info, well, that's about it. It seems it also has a storage box included, which I didn't know, but that's a bonus. I've rarely used rivets as I didn't have a rivet. Is it a gun like this? Rivet gun, rivet tool, whatever you want to call it. Presumably YouTube will hear that and ban the video or do something to it, flag the video. Anyway, my father has one, and I've noticed it's quite handy for various fixing of elements where you don't actually intend to take them apart too soon, but you can take them apart if you drill to the head of the rivet itself. So it's semi-permanent, but in many cases that's exactly what you want. Until now I was using screws as always. So let's open this up and see what we get. We have this little box, which isn't the highest of qualities, but for the intended purpose I think it's just enough. This hopefully is good quality. First impression, yep. Nice. So you can see we have different size of holes for different size of rivets. And where are the included bits? Here are the drill bits. We'll be using this, which obviously is a separate video if you want to watch it on my tools playlist. So yeah, that's about it. So to use this, drill a hole of your desired diameter depending on which one of the rivets you are using. Then obviously insert the rivet, come with the riveting tool, go over it with that hole on the end of the rivet. Basically it will go in the rivet itself into the hole. Then tighten the tool. It will tighten the materials together, and then it will break the end of the rivet, and then you need to open the tool to get the end of the rivet out. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck. Sometimes in my father's tool it gets stuck from time to time. So that's about it. And you choose this depending on how thick the material is. Basically you will not really be using those really big ones for really thin sheet metal or for stuff like that. For me, I will use it to attach some solar lights onto a fence, and I think this will be just fine, the 3.2 that we already have in here. And yes, you can undo this, I think with a hexagonal, actually for sure with a hexagonal socket, but I'm not sure about the diameter. Doesn't even matter what metric those ends have, because we have this right here, so we can obviously use it directly on them if we need to ever change one of these. As simple as untighten it, get it out of here. Obviously it will be quite a long thread and it's quite stuck in there, and put the new one in. But for me, again, this one is the proper one, so it gets right back in there fully tightened. that's about it. So this right back in there, and yes, this holds it in place. It also seems to have an adjustment right here, and the other end of this tool will fit in there. Not really sure for what that is, maybe for how much it grips on the end of the rivets themselves. And yes, baby daughter helping me. So where are your shoes? Anyway, kids. So I don't know about this. Hopefully it will not need adjustment until I get to talk to my father and ask him what that does. Drilled the holes through the plastic and also through the sheet metal, and this will be going in through both of them, obviously in place on the fence, not here. And then this will be going in. Come on, I cannot film anything today. This will be going in like this to the max, and then squeeze it together, and it will pop the rivet and hold everything in place. Okay, so you could see that popping, and this is not good at releasing the ends. As you can see, you have to wiggle it around a lot to release it, but it does release it in the end. Okay, you can even use it on plastics. In this case, a little light in my daughter's toy house for these two things right here, because this was glued in place and it kept falling. Like this, it's in place. It does tend to start pulling out through the plastic, but it works in the end. Yeah, I could have put them the other way around if you are thinking about that, but I didn't have too much clearance in here. I needed something really flat against this. So yeah, but it's doing the job. And yes, again, this doesn't tend to always fall off. This time it did fall off, but if it doesn't fall off, you can simply push it with old one of these or with the tail of a new one. But yeah, it's a bit annoying that it doesn't just fall out by itself. So it's similar to what my father's tool does, and you don't really adjust anything from here. I realized you just make sure this hole is aligned here, so they can fall off, the tails of them. So yeah, because if you rotate it just a little bit, it will not be aligned anymore. And that's about it. So the tool overall sturdy, does the job. The fact that we have some of this included, I think it was $10 or something like that. It's a decent price, nice finish on it, fairly comfortable in the hand. Some rubber would have been a bit better, but you don't squeeze on this that much that it hurts your hand, even with these ribs. But yeah, overall it's a decent tool, and for the price, no complaints with it whatsoever, and I will continue to use it. So hope this video helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. And daughter crying. Bye.